America, happy birthday. But we need to talk.
Welcome to Steve's Random Thoughts.
Hey, y'all. Happy birthday, America, indeed. Well, as America is celebrating her 250th birthday, I've been finding myself thinking less about fireworks, cookouts, and patriotic music, and more about who we are as a people. Now, don't get me wrong, y'all. I love the 4th of July. I love the flags, I love the parades, the music, and the sight of families gathering together. I still get a lump in my throat when I hear the Star-Spangled Banner or God Bless America. I am grateful to live in this country. But this birthday feels like a good time for a little honest reflection. America has never been perfect. We've had our share of mistakes, failures, injustices, arguments, and wounds. Yet for 250 years, this nation has kept moving forward because ordinary people kept believing that we could do better. That, my friends, is the America I still believe in. I do worry sometimes that we've forgotten how to see the good in one another, and too often, we don't just disagree anymore. We label, we mock, we insult, we assume the worst. We turn our neighbors into enemies simply because they vote differently, worship differently, watch different news, or see the world from a different angle. That, my friends, is no way to build a country. I have spent much of my life around people who did not always think like me. In Toastmasters, in the Lions Club, in my church, in community service, and just in everyday life, I have learned something very, very important. Most people are not nearly as bad as someone else wants you to believe they are. Most folks love their families. Most folks want safe communities. Most folks want opportunities for their children. Most folks want to be treated with dignity. We may disagree about the best way to get there, y'all, but that does not mean we have to demonize one another. Now, we don't have to agree on everything to respect one another. In fact, America was built by people who disagreed. Yes, our founding fathers did not agree on everything, and sometimes they disagreed loudly. But disagreement should not become hatred. Debate should not become destruction, and politics should never ever become war. Now, we can stand up for what we believe in without tearing down everyone who sees things differently. We can argue for our ideas without attacking someone's character. We can love our country and still admit where it needs to improve. Folks, that's not weakness. That is citizenship. As America turns 250, my birthday wish for this country is simple. May we start looking for the good in one another again. Let me emphasize that again. May we start looking for the good in one another again. May we spend less time shouting and more time listening. Less time posting angry comments and more time having honest conversations. Less time dwelling on our differences and more time working towards solutions. America's problems will not be solved by hatred. They will not be solved by name-calling, finger-pointing, or pretending that half the country is the enemy. They will be solved when decent people of goodwill decide that this country is worth working on together. I still believe the United States of America can be a great nation for all of us, not just for the people who think like me, not just for the people who vote like me, not just for the people who agree with me, for all of us. So, happy 250th birthday, America. You're not perfect, but you are still worth loving. You are still worth serving, and you are still worth believing in. And most of all, you are still worth bringing people together for. So, what are your thoughts regarding America and the direction that we are headed in? And thank you for listening. Please like, subscribe, share, comment. God bless America. God bless you. Be kind to one another. Enjoy your 4th of July weekend. And peace out, y'all.